Hello, welcome back. So we've already introduced the elastic file storage, the FSX, EFS. We also introduced the block storage, EBS. We also look at the different EBS type, such as the instant store volume. Now for today, we're going to be looking at the object storage, S3, S3 bucket, Glacius, S3 deep archive. Now, first of all, let's look at the standard product, which is S3. Now, S3, that is object storage, which is based on the HTTP protocols and based on the API. Now, the default is you're going to have 3 availability zones for the replications. So objects are replicated across at least 3 availability zones in the Amazon regions. And you have tremendous of durability resilience for those objects. And also it's using the MD5 as a hashing algorithm. Now let's look on the infrequent access. That's because infrequent, so which means you're not going to use much. So from reliability and replication, it is pretty much the same. But it's just you're going to have the capacities. You're going to have capacity. Now let's look at the archive S3 Glacius. S3 Glacius, the object cannot be made public accessible. Any access of data beyond object metadata require a retrieve process. So this is different. On the S3 bucket, object storage can be accessed publicly, but this can't be because we can also call it archiving. There's another type which is called Glacier Deep Archive, which is even deeper. They just follow up the Glacier, which can be accessed publicly, but you can access it through the API privately. Still, now what's worthwhile to look at how those different data we are going to have auto-tailings. Okay, auto-tailing is going through what they call the information or the data lifecycle management. The data lifecycle management usually is from the data, hot, warm, cold. So, it starts from the S3 standard and going through the S3 infrequent access, and then going through the S3 Glacius, and finally going through the S3 Glacier deep archive. And this shows how the auto-tailing swap those data from the hot to warm to cold. We call the transitions. Now, let's have a look on the S3 replications. You're going to have the source, you're going to have destination. And when the S3 do the replication, copy the data, they're going to use a key. You're going to have the key management, KMS. You're going to encrypt the data. And also, when they copy the data crossover, you're going to have the policies in the IAM rows. You're going to have the policies, to enable those copy data boundary as part of the copy boundaries. So service boundary, they call it the service policies. So this is the thing for today.